John W. Schmidt was the type of football player that had the determination and willpower to be a success in the game. These are the traits that come from growing up in a football family, where his father played for the Pittsburgh Steelers and his uncle played for the Detroit Lions.
John grew up in a football family, of course, with his dad playing pro football and his uncle playing pro football. And so he knew the kind of dedication and effort it took to be able to get to that level.
John began college in the mid-'60s at the University of Pittsburgh. He stayed for 2 years, but grew restless with the changes in the athletic department and approached his relatives about transferring. His uncle knew Faust Verzaka, the EMU athletic director better known as Frosty. Frosty and University President Harold Sponberg met with John and his family and convinced him to transfer to EMU, where John's college football career flourished.
John and his family was very impressed with President Sponberg. Throughout John's career, he had several instances where he went in and met with the president and talked about different concerns that John had, and the president was always very willing to sit down and talk to students.
John started in 1967 as an offensive lineman and stayed in that position until he graduated in 1969. During that time, John earned All-Michigan NAIA honors in 1967 and varsity letters in both 1967 and 1968. He even served as the co-captain of the team in his senior year. John was also named a first-team College Division All-America center on both the American Football Coaches Association and Kodak College Division teams in 1968. His accolades were not strictly related to sports achievements. In 1968, he was named the winner of the Elton J. Rynearson Award for combining athletic excellence and academic success. John's success at school led to many opportunities outside of Eastern, including a memorable writing position.
Now, when John graduated, he graduated with a degree in speech and communications and also with a degree in accounting. And the 2 summers that he was at Eastern Michigan University, John wrote speeches for the executives from Westinghouse. And so he was using his education even before he graduated.
After graduation, he received a free agent contract for the Kansas City Chiefs and played with them briefly before an injury halted his progress. Despite an opportunity to return as a semi-pro player, he walked away from the sport to pursue a business career. After a period of time in the Army, he worked his way up to a vice president position at U.S. Utilities before starting his own business and ultimately becoming a successful entrepreneur.
As John was growing up, I think he was molded in a way that he would be dedicated and to whatever he decided to do, either play football or go into business. And I think you can see from his life that he was very successful in both of those situations.
John's legacy extends far beyond the football field, but his stellar athletic achievements in his 2 years at Eastern have earned him his entry into the E-Club Athletic Hall of Fame.
Ladies and gentlemen, John Schmidt.
Thank you and good morning. And how nice it is to be here, and how unusual to see your face plastered in all these activities that may or may not have been actual. Just to take a moment, to President Martin, thank you for the lovely evening, and I'll second Coach Starker's comments about what a lovely place. And the athletic department, the E-Club, of course, and really some of the other speakers have mentioned the burgeoning of the E-Club, and it's so evident, and it motivates me to want to be more of a part of things. So thank you for that. It certainly makes you filled with pride for the types of things that you care about, the university excellence, so to speak. Ever so briefly, my presenter, Gary Grady, Eric Wolleen, who walked me through the inductee aspects, and again, what a joy to see Coach Guthard. He was my coach and responsible for a lot of the things that made this experience so great. So, Coach, nice to see you, and Coach Parker again, and really all my teammates who really without them, you're nothing. So without their true effort and greatness and interest and enthusiasm, you really don't have too much more than that. So thank you, and it was a joy to be with everyone and to be honored in such a lovely venue, so to speak. And I hope to be a continued participant in these kinds of things. So thank you.